What happens when a reality TV show pits brides against each other to get their dream wedding? The only catch is that when they win the weekly challenge, they get plastic surgery. Who wins, and are they really a winner? To answer this and many more questions, allow me to take us back to the beginning. Hello and welcome to Lawd Lukan. It's time to nip, tuck and cover as we go under for an episode of Bridalplasty. On today's show, Ashley's not amused.
You just want me to go like nutso right now?
We break out the lie detector.
Wish you were marrying one of your exes instead of Kristen?
No.
Dr.Dubrov shows off his drawing skills.
There's a pock mark here, right, which is right there.
Nobody likes Jenessa.
Alexandra is definitely a competitive threat. We really need to get her out of the house.
And who gets eliminated before the series even gets started. All this and more right here on the Lawd Lukan channel.
Weird.
Good day, bienvenue and konbanwa to you. Big loves to those who've subscribed, you beautiful people, and a selection of poulet and crackers to the lords and ladies of the Lukan Manor. Well then, mon petit pois, what would you do for that perfect look on that perfect day? Hit the gym and maybe lose a couple of pounds? Maybe contour the makeup a little bit to achieve the look that you want? Well, that's not enough for the women in today's show. Allow me to introduce you to the premise. 12 totally balanced and not at all mental brides.
Dr.Dubrov can fix faces, he can't fix personalities.
Will be chucked into a house for 4 months, where each week they'll compete against each other in a variety of challenges. The winner of each challenge gets to have the plastic surgery of their choice. Win more than one challenge and you get more than one surgery. The bottom 2 brides will then enter a vote where the remaining brides get to nominate who gets eliminated from the show. It's like Bridezilla meets Botched with a little bit of World War III mixed in. Some need a little bit more work than others, and some could just do with a personality reaugmentation. Oh yes, and the surgeries are done by everyone's favourite booby butcher, Dr.Dubrov. So let's meet some of the keen contestants, shall we? We've got Lisa Marie, who likes to cry, and is looking for some skin treatment as she suffers from acne breakouts.
I think the hardest part for me is going to be the fact that I'm going to be away from you so long.
I think the best part for him is the fact that she'll be away for 4 months, and she won't be crying on him every 5 minutes. Then we have Alexandra, who's only 21, but she's lost a bunch of weight, and has a short list of things she'd like to adjust.
Tummy tuck, arm tuck, thigh tuck, especially where I had like extra skin from my weight loss.
Boob job?
Yeah, just a couple of things then. And this is Antoine, and he has a degree in diplomacy, and is about to show you why something should stay in your head.
Especially where I had like extra skin from my weight loss.
Boob job?
He went straight for the boobies, which is a standard thing for a guy, I guess, but it's met with a fairly standard response from Alexandra.
No, what's wrong with my boobs?
Oh, now here's a little pickle he can only blame himself for. And look how happy he was when he suggested it. Low-key high five from me. Now, my son recently asked me, why do some women have horrific haircuts done? And my answer was, as a man, we don't notice that. No matter what monstrosity walks through that door, even if they look like they had a fight with a lawnmower and took a shortcut home through a bush, our answer should always be the same. Wow, that looks great. It really suits you. Anyway, she says,
no, what's wrong with my boobs?
And from a man's perspective, there's no correct answer to this. You can't backtrack and say, nothing, I can't imagine why that sentence fell out of my face. And you sure as hell can't then say, well, I've always wanted to try out some boudoir basketballs. So, let's see if Antoine can navigate this potential minefield of a question.
Nothing's wrong with him, but
Honey, I'm trying to get us a free wedding, okay? Fabulous, over-the-top Hollywood, glam-style wedding.
I love how they cut away from the rest of what he said. But the phrase, nothing's wrong with them, but, isn't the greatest way to start. And he did end up getting a lecture in why she's doing it, so I think we'll give him a fail for that particular one. Now you may recognise Alexandra from another TV show she took part in, The Biggest Loser. Her partner, Antoine, proposed to her on the series finale after he lost a bunch of weight over 6 months. She, incidentally, got eliminated on the first episode, which may or may not repeat itself here. But so perhaps she's a serial reality TVer. And this news isn't well received by one of the more sensitive people in the cast.
Alexandra's already taking over the house and convincing everyone that she's wonderful because she's been on The Biggest Loser.
Wow.
Yeah, she's totally cool and not at all bitter about it. But we'll come to her shortly. After all, there's 12 highly competitive women squished into the same house, and there'll be wobbly bits at dawn.
I want to complete my fairy tale, and I'm going to. And I'm going to make sure that no one gets in the way.
Then we have Cheyenne, who's a spoilt only child who gets everyone to do what she wants by crying and having a tantrum.
To getting what I want, you know what I mean? So and if I don't, I just cry until I get what I want.
I know. Unfortunately, having your mouth sewn up isn't an elective surgery yet, and an attitude replacement is off the table. So we'll have to endure her crappiness for now, but apparently she doesn't have eyes and can't tell how big clothes are.
It's always gonna be a large.
You said it's just a button. I don't know a size load.
But don't worry, I won't torture you too much with her. We have Dominique, who looks like a cross between Flashback Rachel and Lady Gaga. She hates her parents because they went and spent loads of money on her sister's wedding, but didn't save enough to pay for whatever she wants. Then we've got Jenessa, whose parents couldn't decide whether to call her Jennifer or Vanessa, so they went with Jenessa. It's a good job that the names they couldn't decide between weren't Mo and Celeste, or Diana and Rhea. So, what's she like?
I made him propose to me. I was
How long were you guys together for?
Yeah, she's lovely. She's from New Jersey and is intending to get married to a man called LJ. Is it a rule that people with two-letter nicknames must have a J in it? We've got AJ, TJ, BJ. So, LJ deserves a medal because...
You needed an engagement ring so that we could be engaged and wed according to your schedule.
And not at all competitive Jenessa. I hate her name, by the way. If there are any other Jenessas in the audience, then I do apologise that you have to share your name with this woman. But she's so jealous of Alexandra that she's already picked her out as a threat.
Alexandra is definitely a competitive threat. We really need to get her out of the house.
But they're not all complete B to the itches. Some of them have fairly compelling backstories, like Jamie here, who likes to chuck kids in swimming pools. And she's already married. But that's not how the show works, I hear you cry. Absolutely, I reply in a delightfully British accent. But when she got married, her mother had cancer, and they had to have a quickie wedding so that she could be there.
So she could be there. And 1 year after we got married, she passed away.
And of all the women, Jamie is the one that I feel deserves to get a dream wedding. She's had a rough old ride recently, and it's not about vanity or a competitive nature. It's simply about having a reason to be happy and to have something to celebrate for once.
It's my time and I deserve to celebrate and just be happy and have something to be happy about.
Okay, so I like her. What a nice person. Also on Santa's nice list is Ashley, who wants to have her boobies and nose done. She intends to marry Vino Piggio Grigio here. And these two are fun, and you can tell that they love to laugh together.
She's fine the way she is.
See, they get each other. And he knows how to answer diplomatically. I'm going to put these two into my top couples list for now. We'll meet some more along the way, including another one with a J in his name. Anyway, it's time to bring on the host and to introduce the first challenge. If you don't recognise her, this is Shana Monclar. She did some Playboy stuff and was showing Travis Barker what to do with his drumstick before that Kardashian did. And they also bring in Dubrov to remind everybody that he's part of the show too.
I mean, I was surprised when I first met you guys because you're all so basically good looking and...
Yeah, all right, Mr. Charming Pants. I know, it's like being in a room with a bunch of supermodels. Although basically good looking isn't exactly flattering, is it? Well, some of them are definitely quite basic. So to make them feel totally great in front of each other, he shows them all their consultation videos.
Here, here, all into this area, here, here, and here, 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 here.
Yeah, cheers then, Dubrov. Doing a bit of sketching on my belly. That does look fun though, doesn't it? I'd totally do a little smiley face in on those bits. Thing about getting someone like Dubrov to do this is that he'll spot everything, even the stuff you didn't think was an issue.
There's a pock mark here, right, which is right there.
All right, you're just messing it around now. And I totally need to finish that off too. A little bit like this, a little bit, and there we go. Delightful. I'm so mature. And here's where we meet Alison, who has a decent sense of humour about her unloved bits.
Help me, please, suck me out.
But I'm pretty sure that Dubrov says he only does necessary work. But by the looks of it, he'll pretty much do whatever the channel wants him to do, as evident by the way he draws in one of the smallest cast members, Jenessa.
I could swallow her. Seriously swallow her, for real, and you wouldn't even know. You'd just be like, oh, are you bloated?
Well, what the hell is he planning on taking away from there? There's nothing to suck out, unless he wants to pull her attitude out via her butt. Then he makes Jessica into a cat.
We can certainly put a breast implant in on both sides.
Yeah, I think I'd like one on both sides, thanks. Otherwise I'll be walking around in circles. But there's nothing to work on with a lot of these girls, which does make me question whether he's doing it for the cash and not for the necessity. Ashley's still having a great time though.
Your areolas are going down a little bit. We can do a breast lift and bring them to the center.
Yeah, we'll just give you a big old super boob right in the middle. And even as he's doodling on her, it's not like she's got much going on. Ashley's curvy, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's the right size for herself, I thought. But no, let's get the old Dyson out and make your money. This is where it starts to get a bit questionable, that a lot of the work could be fixed with a gym membership, and that they're reinforcing beauty standards which force women to do all the stuff like this in the first place. So anyway, let's get on with some challenges, shall we? And it's clear that for this first one they kind of phoned it in a bit. The women must stick a jigsaw puzzle over a massive picture of themselves. The puzzle has a photoshopped image of what they would look like in their ideal world. So they're off, and it's surprising how some of them have no idea what goes where. Jenessa has her ego in place first.
I am a good competitor. I'm probably one of the most intelligent girls in the house. Let's face it.
I really hope there's a big gust of wind that blows all her pieces off. If I was that presenter woman, I'd walk past and accidentally kick her board so all the bits fell off. But gladly she's not first. Good job.
Shayna, I'm done. Kristen, you are the first bride to complete your puzzle.
Now there is another prize that goes with this round. When they complete the puzzle, they get to go to an injectables party, where Dubrov and his crew will inject the crap out of their faces.
Come grab your syringe and go down to the injectable party.
Should she be running with the syringe in her hand? I was always told not to run with sharp objects. But no, I'm sure that running around will be fine. It's not like she's about to hug Dr.Dubrov and nearly stab him in the ear. Blimey. Well, at least his ear will have a delightfully youthful glow. So the other women gradually complete their puzzles, but have sense enough to not go running around throwing their arms around people. It's totally fine. Surely the props department gave them floppy needles or something. So back at the puzzle, and they're down to the last 5, with only 3 places left. I wonder how irritating Jenessa is getting on.
Are you kidding me? I am not going to be one of these bottom 2. I cannot lose this challenge.
Yeah. What's that? Was that you're smarter than everyone else, huh? Think you're a bit superior to everyone else then, do you? Yeah, sure. Couldn't happen to a nicer person. But then it's disappointment time as she finishes it. I would have loved to have seen her fail. Now, I know it's not nice to wish failure on someone, but this woman, I think we all get a pass on her. And in the end, it's Lisa Marie who gets the last syringe.
It was almost as if an angel was calling my name.
Meaning that Alexandra and Ashley are the last 2, and therefore going through to the elimination round. No way, I like both of those 2. Can't we switch them for Jenessa? I mean, I'll give you both, 2 for 1. Ugh, crappy show anyway. So, it's time for some sad music.
Oh, God.
Man, Jenessa makes us sure we all know she's a total arse.
I'm thinking this is great.
I may have the opportunity to send Alexandra home.
I hope they pull a wild card out because it's the first episode, neither of them get eliminated or something. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So, if anything, I hope that Alexandra gets to say, just so that Jenessa can suck eggs for a few more episodes. Which is the same, really. I liked Ashley. She was fun and smiley and brought a sense of humility and normality to the show. So, if they want Alexandra to stay, they raise their hand, and if they want Ashley to stay, they keep their hands down. Okay, are we ready?
Are you ready? Vote.
And it's 7 votes for Alexandra and 5 votes for Ashley, meaning Ashley is going home. Now, there's nothing fun about that. Well, let's do one more challenge, shall we? And for that, I'm going to skip forward to episode 8. If you're enjoying this show and want to see more, please make sure you subscribe and grace that like button with your presence. And if we get more than 500 views, I'll do another one. Right, anyway, episode 8. And because we've skipped a few episodes, there are more and more people who have won challenges and had various surgeries. That's why everybody looks like they've been involved in some sort of car crash. And Jenessa has been stirring up trouble. Boo! I hope that nose surgery he has wasn't unnecessarily unpleasant.
Have a little break, yeah?
That's a shame, isn't it? Had to cover a bit of that up for YouTube. A bit of the old red oil leaking. There's been arms done, boobies bulked, nose beaten in with chisels, and quite an array of stuff. But the whole being away from their loved ones is getting a bit much for the girlies. Which is pretty handy, really, because for this episode, the boys are coming over to play. The concept here is that the boys are blindfolded, so they can't see the work so far, and they're going to do some lie detector tests. So all the boys come in and get a warm greeting from their loved ones, and then Jenessa's man comes in too.
Hi, baby.
Wow, yeah, get a room, you two. Yeah. I think her man should use this 4-month period to get a head start on her and get his butt to New Zealand or something. But he doesn't, as they have a more pressing engagement with lie detector man John.
Jenessa, are you satisfied with your sex life?
Yeah, you know she's not. If she had the bats bashed out of her belfry a bit more often, then she wouldn't be so bloody Vanessa-y. That forehead of hers has got all bulgy. That's a shame, isn't it? So they bring on lie detector guy John to cheer up the proceedings.
If you lie, I'll know it instantly.
So the questions fall loosely into 3 categories: love life, chores, and finances. And first up is Alison and her man John. So the first question is to Alison. Does she think her man is contributing enough financially?
No.
well, no messing around there. Are you sure you don't want to think about it at all? Blimey. Next is John. Does he think Alison is doing enough to lose weight? Oh dear, if there's a time to lie, I think it'd be about now.
John, do you think Alison could work harder at losing weight?
Yes.
Oh, she's a bit upset by that, isn't she? But the more thumbs up they get, the more points they score. So while it's not looking great for their relationship, it's looking fantastic for their ability to win this challenge. But she gets her own back next. Alison, are you satisfied by your love life?
No.
Oh, and she laughs too. By the way, all the other couples are watching this on a screen in the house, and they're having quite a bit of fun. Next question is to John again. Do you think Alison is lazy? Oh no, I cringed when I heard this one.
No.
Now, I don't blame him for that answer. Is she doing enough to lose weight? Yeah, she probably would agree with him deep down. But saying she's lazy is a bit different. So, John, are you jealous of any of Alison's exes?
No.
That's fairly okay though, I think. I think it says more about John's self-esteem than it does about her exes. Personally, I don't ask many questions about exes. It's one of those questions that you can never unhear the answers to. But John has let the side down as there's 2 lies detected, and the couples won't know the results till the end. Now, for some reason, they totally cut out all of Cheyenne's test. Why did they do that? I didn't like her, but I would have loved to see them get toasted by John the lie detector guy. Bloody TV show. But we do know they had a score of 5 lies detected, which means they failed pretty much every single question. So we can assume that she's unhappy with their love life, she thinks he doesn't contribute financially, he thinks she doesn't do enough, he's jealous of her exes, and doesn't think she'll make a good mum. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that would have been a good one. Oh well, on to Kirsten and Brandon, who basically fit into the most normal category of people. First question, is she jealous of his ex?
Yes.
Yeah, well, fair enough really. Again, don't go asking questions if you don't think you can handle the answers. That's why I don't ask. What I don't know can't hurt me. Brandon, do you think Kirsten will make a good mother?
Yes.
That's a killer question, isn't it? Lazy or rubbish in bed is one thing. They're mostly fixable things, but to say somebody be a bad mother is a real slap in the old McDoodles, isn't it? Kirsten, do you think your man makes enough money?
Yes.
Oh, she knew she'd failed that one too. She even winced at the same time as John the lie detector's guy's thumb went up. Brandon, does your mum wish you were marrying one of your exes instead of Kirsten?
No.
Leave now, Brandon. That even gets a forehead palm for the rest of the cast. Now, there's a Thanksgiving dinner that is in need of some serious defrosting from now on. But we do get a little more insight into that with the next question.
And do you think your mother-in-law is too involved in his life?
No.
So Brandon's a bit of a mummy's boy, is he? Perhaps that means that the last question isn't so much of a revelation that I thought. Brandon, are you satisfied with your love life?
No.
Kind of a shock. I just kind of want to like whip my head and be like, what am I doing wrong?
What are you doing right? Well, not a lot by the sounds of it. I think that one hurts the most for some of these couples. I can handle finding out that she needs more money. Sure, that she wants me to do more around the house, that's fine. But that one must hurt the old pride a touch. Kirsten, do you like your mother-in-law? Now, I think we all know the answer to this just because of the last few questions. No, she doesn't.
Yes.
Why? We all knew that it was a lie even before we found out. She's let their side down. That's 4 lies that have been told. Brandon, though, did quite a good job. And after the test, she immediately asked what she was doing wrong in bed.
I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Do I need to get on top more?
Maybe it's her impression of a starfish that's not working for him. I think lie detector John should follow people around and just stick his thumb in the air when he hears a lie. Like, for example, when she's asked how she thinks it went.
We had to have done well. We were honest, and I know this.
John? And now for my least favourite person, Jenessa and her poor man LJ. You've still got time to run, LJ. We'll even distract her while you make a break for it. I bet if we asked them, the cast would help us out too. But Jenessa, of course, thinks she's got it.
All I have to do is beat Allison's 2 lies, and I have a chance to be top bride.
Oh, I wanted to fail so bad. So, first question. Jenessa, do you manipulate LJ? Which I think is a bit of a foggy one, really. I'm sure we've all done a little bit of manipulation in our own little way, and it's not necessarily in a really bad way. A lady might pop out a boobie, knowing that a guy might be susceptible to her requests. And maybe, I've taken a partner shopping, for example, knowing that she might reciprocate in other ways. So that one's a bit too broad in my mind.
No.
See, that one's all a bit vague, and most people would just say yes on the basis that it doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad thing.
So I definitely don't think I manipulate LJ. I negotiate with him.
Next question. Jenessa, why have you got a stupid name? Yeah, he should have asked that, shouldn't he? Jenessa, what the hell were your parents thinking? Yeah. Anyway, but his real question was, Jenessa, are you jealous of any of LJ's exes?
No.
Yeah, I can imagine that's true. She's the kind of person who thinks she's so damn good and that she's the best thing that's ever happened to him. LJ, would you have asked Jenessa to marry you if she didn't give the ultimatum to do it? And you know that's going to be a no. He pretty much told us that earlier.
Yes.
Oh dear, she's not going to like that. And it means they already have 2 lies, which means one more and she's not the top dog that she thinks she is. Ah, good job. Jenessa, do you think you're smarter than your fiancé? Yes, absolutely yes, no question. Final answer. She thinks she's smarter and better than everyone.
Yes.
0 people are surprised by that. I think everyone in that room knew exactly what she thought about that one. Then there's another weak one. LJ, do you approve of how your partner spends money? Oh, come on now, give them some hard ones.
Yes.
And that's the 3. That's a win for us. Sucks to be you, Jenessa. Did you see his stats drop there, though? That wasn't just a wee little porky pie, was it? That's a big old whopper right there. Then we have one more. Jenessa, are you satisfied with your love life? I don't think she's satisfied with anything, personally.
No.
Ah, they should have asked him, not her. Damn you, John the lie detector guy. I bet nothing satisfies her unless she does it herself. Well, that was a bit disappointing. I wanted to get harder questions and make her reveal some inadequacies. Never mind, it does of course mean that Allison is the top bride and gets to have more bits shaved off, plumped and wobbled and sucked out.
Makes you our top bride and you will be in the finale.
And the face says it all. So Allison goes through to the finale and has a 50% chance of walking away with a dream wedding. In the bottom 2 was Kirsten, who hates Jenessa, so we like her, and Cheyenne, who is slightly less unlikable than Jenessa. So who wins? Well, you'll have to hope this video gets more than 500 views to find out and see how it all ends. Thank you so much for watching and joining me for another trip into the world of cancelled reality TV shows. It's been a pleasure to have you, and I look forward to seeing you and doing it all again soon. So if you like what I do, then please do like, subscribe, and check out one of these little beauties. So until we meet again, stay beautiful, love to my 3, and you take care of yourself.
Please subscribe now for a play. Thank you.